I felt it was important to either do a prelude to the video I shot earlier about who's telling your story, or just coming on and having another pour it out session. And the reason why this is something that I felt like I couldn't delay, and no matter how long it goes, I just feel it's important to record and share. The reason why I felt it was important was because I've really been listening to my intuition, to my spirit, to the energies around me, whatever you want to classify it as. And there's just been a lot of individuals in my life, around my life, in my orbit, or close to others that I'm close to or connected to, that have been losing things, losing their lives, losing their minds, losing their jobs. And it's been tough to feel that within my spirit. It's been tough to not have the words to console people. It's been tough to really watch things in people fall apart. It's been very, very difficult. I've really been trying to commit to a promise I made to myself years ago now, and I may have mentioned it before, that once someone comes into my spirit, into my mind, and they're troubling my spirit for quite some time, not in a negative way, just more on my mind than they have been in the past, I make every effort to connect with that person in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's an email, whether it's a phone call, if it's a text message, or a connection through social networks, I try to reach out to them. I don't always know why I am tasked to reach out to them, but I always know that I have to be obedient to make sure I at least address that concern that comes through to my spirit. Recently, I've lost 2 individuals in my family, and others I've seen posted about loss that they've had in their worlds as well. And what really bothers me a lot is a lot of things allow us to be close, but they also create wedges between us. I know I've asked you to do a lot of things on this quick, short video that I try to compose as often as I can. I've asked you to like, to share, to comment, to follow. I've asked you to follow musicians and talent that I'm aware of. I've asked a lot of things of you. I've asked you for your support of a t-shirt brand that we are trying to really launch. I've asked you to buy and give ideas. I've asked a lot of people. And for those that have supported, I appreciate that. And for those that haven't, I appreciate that as well. We're asked every single day to give a piece of ourselves. And every single day, I feel as if I am not given enough. I know I don't have the financial resources to always give, but I try to give through faith. I try to give through prayer, and I try to give through meditation and obedience. And I know it can't always take care of someone. It may not always make them feel good. It may not always put food on their table. It may not always stop them from taking their own lives. But sometimes it's important that we can give what we can rather than asking for something that someone may not have. I say this because my last video that I released about who's telling your story, at the end of it I wrote, I think along the lines of, a scream is only heard when someone is listening. And I felt that that was so relevant to my life and to many other lives where people are going through a very, very difficult time now. It isn't easy, and it may not get any easier before it gets worse. But things can turn around. I'm going to ask you to do something for not me, but for yourself and maybe for your neighbors. Let me actually correct that. I'm going to ask you to pray for me, to pray for my family, to send meditation energies my way. Whatever positive vibes you use, I'm asking you to send some of it my way, or add me to your thoughts and prayers. And I receive that freely, and I give it back to you as well in kind. And I ask you to do one more thing. Too often we ask our friends how they're doing, and they always say fine. or there's a filtered version of what their life looks like through the social media lens. And far too often, I know personally that when I feel someone in my spirit, I have to connect with them. Because even if they're showing me a very pretty picture, an outward appearance, sometimes the inside is what's going through the pain and suffering. And that part is always silenced because there's judgment. Because people don't want to see the pain. They don't want to see the negative that can really hurt people. But it also shapes them to become better. Sometimes, to talk about a dog whistle, sometimes you have to be very keen and listen to when someone is screaming for help, for attention, and for your love. They may just need an ear. They may just need you to say hi. They may just need you to ask, how can I help you today? Or they may just need you just to do something. I remember when my mother passed many, many years ago, I was lost and I had hundreds of messages coming in saying, I'm sorry for your loss. And while I do appreciate those, and I still do to this day, it becomes very numbing because the phrase, I am sorry for your loss, let me know what I can do for you, is put on repeat. And the first time you don't really know what you need, and by the 100th time you certainly don't know what you need because you don't know what the cost is, you don't know what your emotional state of mind is, you don't know what you're feeling at that time, you don't know if you're mad at someone, you don't know if the medical profession is what hurt, you don't know. So most of the times, we don't know what we need during that time, and it's tough because I wrestled with the idea of what do I need during this time, and I couldn't figure it out. We had a friend that just gathered some funds and just delivered it to us. And I say that because sometimes it just takes you doing something versus asking, what can I do? Because someone probably can't think clearly about what they need you to do for them. I share this with you because I feel that there is just a heavy burden upon my heart. And I feel that there are people out there within my network, within my circles, within my orbit, or maybe connected to you in some way, shape, or form that may not be connected to me, that are going through some very, very difficult times. It's tough. This pandemic has put a lot of us out of work. It's put a lot of us into a place of thinking about ourselves. It's added more stress, more debt. Whatever it is, it's been very, very difficult. We see those forward posts all the time about suicide prevention. We see them saying just copy paste once and just say done. And those are great. Sometimes there's an extra step that needs to happen. It's really picking up the phone or genuinely checking in with someone and asking them how they're doing and saying, I'm thinking about you today. I'm sending love, energy, and light your way. Or I'm coming over, or I sent you a goodie basket, or I sent you a quick $10 gift card. Go buy yourself a coffee, get out of the house, do something. Whatever it is, it's just the extra step that we need to do sometimes that can really take people from one place to the next. We can't save everyone, but we can try to at least listen to everyone. I know it's hard to lose people. I know it's hard to lose a job. I know it's hard to lose yourself. And at times it can be hard to really listen to someone when you don't either know how to solve the problem, you don't know what you can do to make things better. Sometimes listening can really be without judgment. Listening without judgment can be more important and more beneficial than you can ever imagine. I don't know who needs to hear this, and I'm not saying it to be funny. I just know that in my spirit, there's a burden right now of a lot of people that are really going through very difficult times, and that includes me. And that's why I wanted to jump on and just share this, because whatever you're going through, I'm here for you. I'm going to put my real phone number and my email. If you want to reach out to me, feel free. If you want to follow me on Instagram, feel free. If you want, whatever you want to do, like, I want to be able to listen to people and talk to them, because I know that that's part of my superpower is listening and having faith and believing in people and praying that greater things will come for you because you deserve it. I don't know what else I can say, and I will also put up the national suicide number, and I think the biggest thing that we can really do as individuals is listen to our spirit, listen to our intuition. If someone from your past, whether it be an ex, whether it be a former employee, colleague, whether it be a family member who you've fallen off from, whether it be someone that has really hurt you, one, forgive so that your prayers aren't blocked. And I'm not saying forget, but sometimes just check in and see how they're doing. If they cross your spirit, might do wonders for you and possibly for them as well. If it doesn't suit you, it's okay just to pray that they're doing well and hope that they're doing well and send a positive energy back. Now, I'm not saying what I'm going through is for everyone. I'm not saying that everyone connects with their intuition and they connect with their spirit and listen to what's being said to them. I'm only coming on again because I've just really been feeling this burden for quite some time, and I wanted to at least release it so that if for some reason I can't get to you and visibly put my arms around you, at least my prayer, my thought, and my words can hopefully console you and guide you to picking up the phone, seeking out assistance, finding help, asking for someone to help you out, whatever it is. I don't profess to be a doctor, a clinician, nothing of the sort. I'm just someone who is going through it just like you. And I hope that you can reach out and reach up to make sure that you find someone to help you get out of that valley or that pit or that challenge that you're currently in. There's nothing more that I have to say that will ask you to buy this, purchase that, share this, like this. That's not important. I want you to share this if you really found value in this, if you know that there is someone out there that can benefit from what I've just shared. Pick up the phone, talk to someone, listen to that voice that is telling you this person needs you, even though they're saying, I'm okay. They may not be. And they very well may be. And maybe you two can connect and see if there's someone else within your circle that could utilize your help, your attention, your energies, maybe just a minute or two of your time on the phone. I appreciate you for listening. I appreciate you for being able and willing to take a step that is beyond just liking a post or sharing a post. We're not validated by our likes, our shares, or our comments. I shared this earlier. We're validated by what we do with the breath we are given every single day. And I'll leave you with that, and I thank you for chatting with Curtis.